Okay, I'm here to give you my Hell in a Cell 2003, no, not 2003, 2010 review. But before I do, I did find one of my t-shirts. I found the John Cena t-shirt. It's the red one. It pretty much does the same thing that the purple one does. Just wanted to point that out there. Well, put it out there anyways. So let's get on with this review. First it shows the build. It shows like a guy talking that's supposed to be the devil, and he's saying how my favorite sons are going to destroy themselves in the playground. Orton and Sheamus are destroying each other in the cell. That's pretty much really. He just punted builds the Hell in a Cell matches up. And then we get Daniel Bryan defending the United States Championship against John Morrison and The Miz in a triple threat submissions count anywhere match, and this match lasted 13 minutes and 33 seconds. This match was awesome. I enjoyed this match a lot. What was my favorite part? I'm gonna say when I'm just gonna actually put up the good moments. When Daniel Bryan had like a leg lock on I should say that Miz cut to promo, and he said that none of Daniel Bryan and Morrison wouldn't be a star without him, and he said that he would be because he has the star power, the face. Then they and I don't know why he would say that, because they can both just double team you now because they both don't like you. So they both double team the Miz. Bryan and Morrison fight. Bryan gets Morrison in like a leg hold. I can't really describe what these finishers are. And he does it on the outside because it's submission count anywhere, which means you can make anyone tap out anywhere. Then Miz kind of assaults him a little bit. I think he threw Morrison into the apron, and he threw Bryan into the barricade. Then Miz kind of dominated a little bit. Then Bryan came in and went for the label lock, didn't get it. He did another submission. He did a lot of submission holds. I think Bryan got Miz into like a figure 4 leg lock. That's what I think it is. And then Morrison did a Starship Pain to him. And then Morrison clotheslined Miz, and he did a he did a high flying move outside the ring. And then he went to clothesline Miz over the barricade. Miz counted into a big back body drop. They fought in the crowd a little bit. Miz did a dragon sleeper on the guardrail. Matt Striker, Michael Cole, and Jerry the King Lawler on commentary, and Matt Striker did a pretty good job of it. Then Bryan's trying to stop the dragon sleeper. He gets booted by Miz. Bryan keeps going for the label lock, fails. Then Miz threw Bryan into the barricade, and it was like a guardrail, but it's like the old school guardrails, kind of like the ones TNA have right now. Morrison does try to intervene, fails. He throws Miz somewhere backstage. You don't really see where it is. Then he gets like one of those things they use for like the production truck, kind of like those crates, and he throws it at Morrison. And then he throws Bryan on the way. He reels him onto the steel barricade, and then he gives Morrison the skull crushing finale on the floor. So Morrison's gonna be out for a little bit. Bryan and Miz fight on the stage. They double clothesline each other. Then Morrison goes on the it's like the staging of where the Hell in a Cell, kind of like that Hell in a Cell cage thing, and he does like a flying crossbody onto Miz and Bryan. Then he gets Miz into the Texas Cloverleaf. Alex Riley comes from behind and throws his back on the floor on the steel ramp. Then Bryan throws Alex Riley into the a cameraman, taking out the cameraman. Then I forget what else happens. Bryan then gets Miz in the label lock and makes Miz tap out on the stage for the win. And he retains the United States Championship. So, good match. Fortunately, it's not the match of the night. It was almost match of the night. Would have been match of the night, though. Then we get the next match. Randy Orton defending the WWE. Oh wait, then we get a legendary. Then we get the movie The Legendary ad with John Cena in it. Then we get Randy Orton defending the WWE Championship against Sheamus, and the match was 22 minutes and 51 seconds. This wasn't really anything special. It was an okay match, but not really a good Hell in a Cell match. We did get Randy Orton throwing Sheamus into the cell. Randy Orton hitting Sheamus off the head with the steel steps. Then Sheamus would work on Randy Orton's ribs, throw Randy Orton into the cell, like do it like a high knee with him, and then Orton would go into the cell. Then he would throw Randy Orton. Then he threw. Let me think. He put like the steps. He like put the steps lean. He put them sideways. Then he did like a face foot rib first suplex and put Randy Orton went rib first into the steps. I remember in the good moments. Randy Orton did his comeback. He did a belly to belly, I think. He did pretty good moves right there. Let me think. Trying to remember what else happened. Trying to remember. We also get. I think we also get. Sheamus does hit a blow kick on Randy Orton. He kicks out. Randy Orton does expose the turnbuckle. Sheamus' arm goes into it. Randy Orton went shoulder first into the steel post. Randy Orton hit an RKO on Sheamus, but Sheamus was outside of the ring. And then Sheamus did the Irish Curse backbreaker while on the steps, but there really was no need for the steps. I don't know why he really needed the steps. It would have done the same effect. Then Sheamus went for the then Randy went for the punt outside. Sheamus countered and hit a blow kick on him on the outside. Got him back in the ring, went for the cover, failed. Then eventually he gets actually before that happened, he got a chair and hit Randy Orton in the ribs. Then he went to give him Randy Orton the high cross on the steel step, off the steel steps, and that actually does do some damage. Randy Orton countered it, and then Sheamus went back first into the steps. Then he hit an RKO on the steel steps and covered him for the win, and then he went on top of the cell and celebrated. And then Michael Cole called it the Vipers Playground. It really isn't the Vipers Playground. Just because you beat Cena, just because you beat Sheamus, you didn't beat The Undertaker. It will always be the Devil's Playground. No. Next match. Then we get hold on. I almost went ahead of myself. Then we get Alberto Del Rio promo. He's pretty much just trashing the fans. And then he trashes and then he says how he took out Ray, how he took out Christian, and that the careers are over, and then he just trashes the fans. And then Edge comes out and says that he's not going to stick up for Ray, he's not going to stick up for Christian, but he's going to come out and tell him how stupid he is. He said that his wink is stupid. He said that his wink, I should say. He said that that little chihuahua when he put Ray's mask on, that little chihuahua was stupid. He said that that scarf that he wears is stupid. He says that other stuff is stupid. He also says that he's gonna take him out. Del Rio tells him to choose his words carefully, because he could just take him out. Jack Swagger comes out and says that it's not fair, that it's stupid that he's not even in a match. Swagger and Del Rio attack Edge, and Swagger tells him that since Edge speared his Soaring Eagle on SmackDown, that he's gonna have that he has to pay his medical bills. And Edge says that he's gonna have to pay Del Rio and Swagger's medical bills, but then they both just double team him and assault him. And then this is back when the computer was in charge, and also known as Hornswoggle, but it really wasn't Hornswoggle. He says that Edge is gonna, because I guess Edge had, this is when Edge had smashed his laptop with the chair. So he says that Edge has to, he's ordering Edge to do an apology, and he makes Edge have a match right now against Jack Swagger. And his match with Jack Swagger lasted 11 minutes and 31 seconds. Now, this match wasn't good at the start, but it did get good. I think the cameraman got taken out again. I forget how. But it got good. Swagger got Edge in the ankle lock. But Edge got to the ropes. Edge did a drop kick. Jack Swagger did a belly to belly off the ropes. On the outside, Swagger went for the ankle lock. Edge countered, and Swagger went face first into the steps. Then Edge did an execution. Swagger hit a gut wrench powerbomb. Goes for the ankle. Edge counters, spear, wins. Okay match. It wasn't the best match ever, but it was an okay match. Good TV match. Not really a good pay-per-view match. Then we get a please don't try this at home promo. I think you know what really that is right there. Then we get Nexus backstage. I guess David Otunga has a plan for Wade Barrett's match with John Cena. Otunga tells him to trust him, but I guess they do trust him though, so I'm not gonna complain about that. And then we get Wade Barrett versus John Cena. And if John Cena loses, he must join Nexus. But if Wade Barrett loses, Nexus must disband forever. And if Nexus gets involved, John Cena wins the match automatically. And this match lasted 17 minutes and 48 seconds. This was match of the night. I really enjoyed this match. It was a good match. I think this was match of the night by far. Well, Brian, the triple threat submission to count anywhere match was good, but I think this match was better because of the storytelling and because of it was a good match. They really do work well together. Nexus do come down. Wade Barrett tells him not to touch him. When you touch him, he loses. He throws Cena into the barricade, dominates Cena a little bit. Then eventually Cena does his comeback. Then Big Show, Mark Henry, Goldust, MVP, Dolph Ziggler, Kofi Kingston, pretty much like most people. Mark Henry, I think I already said Mark Henry. Evan Bourne. All those people come down to the ring and get rid of Nexus and take him out in the crowd. Cena signals that it's now one-on-one. And Big Show gives him a thumbs up before that happens. Then they continue the match. Wade Barrett does a kick to the ribs and a gut bust, and he gets him up for like a gut buster. Cena does a gut wrench suplex. Barrett does a butterfly suplex. Barrett goes for an elbow, misses. Cena hits his drop kick off the ropes. They really did pull out all the stops. Barrett hits Wasteland. Cena kicks out. Cena hits FU. Barrett kicks out. Cena gets Barrett in the STFU. Then like someone in the crowd comes out. And if I had watched this at the time, I would have thought that was real because security came out and I didn't recognize who it was. But then I think I would have figured out that it was supposed to happen because somebody else came out, hit Cena off the head with something, and Barrett covered him for the win. And actually during this match, I should mention that Michael Cole said that every time Wade Barrett covers Cena, it feels like my heart goes to my throat. That was a funny line. Matt Striker's rooting for Nexus. And then Cena's upset that he has to join Nexus, and I guess he hugs a fan goodbye. And yeah, that's really it. I thought the crowd was going to go dead after that match, but I think also what made this pay-per-view was the crowd, to be honest with you. But yeah, good match, and I'm going to tell you right now that the people that, I probably won't be able to tell you, but the people that did attack Cena were Michael McGillicuddy and Husky Harris. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. But yeah, good match. Great match. But it was a failed heel turn by Cena though. This could have been a heel turn. It wasn't a heel turn. That's the only thing I have to say about. That was a negative. Then we get a Paper Jams ad with Miz in there. Paul Bear interview. He says that, I thought it was going to be Cena because then we see Paul Bear and he said that Kane may be the devil's favorite demon, but I've been planning something for 6 long years, and, he says that, he pretty much says that he's going to help Taker win the match. Then we get Michelle McCool defending with Layla, defending the Divas Championship against Natalya. This match lasted 4 minutes and 54 seconds. Worst match of the night. This really meant nothing. This match meant nothing. It just meant nothing. That's all I have to say. Michelle McCool, Layla just threw a shoe at Natalya. I didn't even see it hit Natalya. But she threw a shoe in there, and Natalya got disqualified. That's it. That's all I really have to say about that. This match meant nothing. That's all I really have to say. What else is there really to say? Then we get another match. This is the main event. We get Kane defending the World Heavyweight Championship against The Undertaker with Paul Bear in a Hell in a Cell match. And this match lasted 21 minutes and 41 seconds. This was a decent match, but to be honest with you, they should have done this a lot sooner. They should have done this when Kane was the first Masked Kane. They should have done it then. I don't know why they did it now. Well, back then, but just they should have. It just wasn't really the time to do it. It was too late. This match was better than the Night of Champions match, though. I'm going to say that right now. We get Kane attacks Taker before the Hell in a Cell match starts. They brawl a little bit. Taker would take control. Then Kane works on Taker's leg, puts it against the steps, and big boots it. And then Taker would move out of the way when Kane went into the cell. Kane did a flying clothesline to Taker. Taker got him into the Hell's Gate, but then he didn't have the hold on him. They both did big boots. What else happened? Taker did a choke slam. Kane kicked out. Kane did a tombstone. Well, actually, Kane did a choke slam, then Taker kicked out. Kane did a tombstone. Taker kicked out. Then he gets mad at the ref and uppercuts him. That was really funny. Then they have to unlock the cell, help get the ref out. It's good they have a spear key now, though. Then what else happened? Oh, Paul Bear would get in the cell. Kane stalked him. Then Taker did a choke setup, did a choke slam. Goes for tombstone. And then the lights go out. He goes like this, goes for the tombstone. But then Paul Bear shines the light in Taker's eyes. And then betrays Taker by handing the urn to Kane. Kane hits Taker off the skull with it. Choke slams him for the win. Okay, match. The thing I don't understand now that I'm thinking about it, doesn't the power of The Undertaker live in that urn? So why would it hurt him if it's his powers? It's just strange. But Kane retains, and they had one more match, and I think I might review it eventually, so that's really it for that match. This pay-per-view was okay. I think it was better than last year's pay-per-view, because the matches were more solid and had more, well, not more build, really, because it was only a 2-week build, but the matches were still okay. None of these Hell in a Cell matches really impressed me over Undertaker and Mankind. But that's really it, guys. I'm going to probably be back here in a few minutes because the next Hell in a Cell match I'm watching isn't even long. But that's really it, guys. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Like the videos, comment on those videos. Subscribe to Own the Talkinator if you haven't. Like the videos, comment on the videos. And subscribe to CM Brothers if you haven't. Like the videos or comment. Add me as a friend on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. And that's it. And that's pretty much it, guys. Peace out.